On May 24, the U.S. imposed visa restrictions on individuals involved in undermining democracy in Georgia. This move by Secretary of State Antony Blinken came in response to the Georgian parliament's approval of the controversial foreign agent bill, which critics argue stifles democratic freedoms and aligns with Russian interests. The U.S. has also begun a comprehensive review of its bilateral cooperation with Georgia. Overview of the Foreign Agent Bill. Passed by the Georgian parliament, the bill mandates that NGOs and media organizations receiving more than 20% of their funding from foreign entities register as foreign agents, echoing similar laws in Russia. The legislation has sparked significant protests across Georgia, with demonstrators fearing it will curtail freedoms and push Georgia away from Western integration and closer to Russian influence. Georgian and international reactions. The bill's passage has not only led to domestic unrest, but also international criticism. The EU has expressed concerns, stating the law could hinder Georgia's aspirations to join the bloc. Inside Georgia, the ruling party, Georgian Dream, has defended the law as a transparency measure. However, opposition parties and large segments of the public vehemently oppose it, seeing it as a threat to democracy. Strategic implications. The law has broader geopolitical implications, particularly concerning Georgia's relationship with the U.S. and its alignment with Western or Russian interests. The U.S. has signaled potential further actions, including reviewing a significant aid package, which could affect Georgia's economic and security sectors profoundly. Detailed look at U.S. sanctions. Secretary Blinken's announcement of visa restrictions targets individuals deemed responsible for undermining democratic processes in Georgia. This move, described by Georgian officials as an attack on their sovereignty, marks a significant escalation in U.S.-Georgian tensions. The sanctions extend to family members of the implicated individuals, a measure criticized by Georgia's ruling party as overly harsh. Review of bilateral cooperation. The U.S. review of its cooperation with Georgia puts numerous joint initiatives at risk. Areas such as security, economic development, and cultural exchanges may see reductions or alterations depending on the outcomes of the review. This review signals a critical reassessment of how the U.S. engages with a key partner in the South Caucasus, a region with considerable strategic importance. Potential long-term consequences for Georgia. The ongoing political crisis and the international response might significantly impact Georgia's path forward. The imposition of U.S. sanctions and the potential for additional measures could isolate Georgia internationally, especially if European nations and other allies align with the U.S. position. Moreover, the internal discord and widespread protests suggest significant public dissatisfaction, which could lead to more profound social and political changes within the country. Navigating a complex political landscape. Georgia stands at a crossroads, facing significant internal and external pressures. The Foreign Agent Bill has triggered one of the most substantial crises in Georgia's recent history, reflecting deep divisions about the country's future direction, whether it continues to pursue closer ties with the West or drifts into Russia's orbit. The U.S. sanctions and the global reaction will play crucial roles in shaping Georgia's democratic trajectory and its place in the broader geopolitical framework. As the situation evolves, all eyes will be on the actions of Georgia's political leaders, the responses from key international actors, and the voices of the Georgian people who continue to demonstrate their commitment to democratic principles.